Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Everyone enjoying Global Hack Week so far? Hope you are. Hi there, Pratik. How are you? Lost Heaven, Perseus, good to see you all. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started with our stream. Oh, sorry, that was what I was using for some background music. Really cool website I found. This is kind of strange. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Got our open source slides up. So welcome for day 5 of Open Source Week, and I am going to be your presenter today, Stephen. I've been in the community now for 7 years, since 2018, and yeah, welcome for all of you first timers and all of you experienced veterans. So first, I wanted to talk a little bit about yesterday and how it went. So yesterday was day 4 of Global Hack Week, and we went to a live demo with Bruno reinventing the API client. So we were joined by Ganesh, who is a developer advocate from Bruno, and Bruno is this open source API client that is really neat. So we'll have another demo tomorrow, and make sure to stay tuned for that. We also wrapped up AI agents track with me, Stephen. That was really fun. We built a little chatbot researcher that worked locally on our computer. So basically, it would do a Google search using kind of a tool every time you called that, and then we would have a little chatbot go through the results of the search and summarize them for you. Hi there, Arvind, Kirtik. Good to see you all. But yeah, we also continued to explore the synergy between open source and AI. We had another great stream with Alberto, always a really popular streamer. And it seems like you all made some really neat projects over there. So that was probably really fun, although I wasn't able to see myself, but this is awesome. And amazingly, you all claimed over 9,000 points. Anybody know that meme, the over 9,000 meme? Nobody? Hang on, let me see if I can find it here. I guess it might be copyrighted, actually. I hope not. Hope I don't get in trouble for this. Hang on. Not everybody knows about this meme. It's over 9,000, okay? So there you go. But yeah, great work. And we also had some hacker projects. So this is the part where I mentioned I'd be doing some demos. So shout out to this hacker for building a text encryption and decryption hack. That's really neat. It looks like a coder's paradise. That design reminds me of a hacker. And then we have a team who built an open source browser extension that can check for phishing mails. So check that out. You see there's a warning. This email has a phishing pattern. So be careful. And then we also had this hack, which was Fishmate. You could have actually gotten on Google Chrome Store. So check this out. I'll send the link in the chat. Well, not Google Chrome Store, but you could install on your own Google Chrome extensions. So check that out, their GitHub. All right, now we'll talk about what's happening today. And so first we have an intro to AI Studio, Google AI Studio stream with Mary. So that should be really fun. I love AI Studio. And then we'll have part 3 of creating an open source ed tech tool with Carrie. And that's at 5 p.m. Eastern. Abdullah will be leading us with Paper of the Month. That sounds like a really interesting stream to break down a research paper. Sounds like my kind of stream, actually. Maybe I'll join for that. And then Aziman will have Wikipedia Races mini event. And this is usually, we do this in the Discord. So if you're not a member of our Discord, make sure to get in there. Yeah, Quacker says Mary's doing streams fantastic. I know. Yeah, it'll be really cool. I'm not sure because Mary usually is the one who runs Global Hack Week as the sort of overall organizer. She sometimes will have it so that a sponsor will come on and do the stream. So I'm not actually sure if she's taking the lead on that or if she's helping to coordinate that. But yeah, definitely check that out. It'll be really fun either way. And then Alberto will be having part 3 of open source with AI. So have a look at that. And some of these, are getting a little long in the tooth for Eastern time, 11 p.m. That's pretty late. And if you go back a couple, paper of the month is at 4:30 IST. So I always like to mention to our hackers, if you are too tired, if it's too late in your local time zone, just get that recording and watch it later. You can put it on while you're making your breakfast or going for a walk. That can be really nice. So don't stay up too late for these streams. And then Aziman will be doing another mini event, Scriblio, at 6 a.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. IST. That could be really fun too, especially if you love Pictionary. Scriblio is a lot like Pictionary, so that's a good tip. And then finally, Wei will be rounding out the day with our last Today in Global Hack Week stream. We usually have 6 of these, if I remember correctly. I'm going to check the schedule. Yep. So then we'll have closing ceremony the next day. So it's really, we're getting down into the weeds here. And we want to make sure that as we finish up, we're the second half here, we're diving into, we want to make these events even better for you. So make sure that you fill out our feedback form at mlh.link/GHW feedback. That's mlh.link/GHW feedback. Have a look. All right, now we are moving on to our Q&A. So is there anyone who has a question about the events, about Global Hack Week in general? I'm happy to answer. I want to take you all maybe, because it seems like we have a little bit of extra time. I want to take you all through our website a little bit. So for those of you who are not aware of our website, there might be a couple of you, it's really everything you need to know. So challenges, if you click on that, it'll bring you to this great page where you can find a link to all of our challenges. So for example, Figma, GitHub, and all of these challenges have different points associated with them, and so you can complete these throughout the week. One of them that you can definitely do, anyone can do, is just get registered and check in for a couple points. And so, yeah, this is just a great place to find the challenges. And then we also have, let me go back to our main page. We also have our schedule here. So this is a great way to find out what's going on. I'm in the Pacific time zone, so it'll adjust everything to my time zone. And this was day 4, actually, so let's move to day 5 because that's what we're in today. Yeah, you can have a look at that stuff. And then I guess there's swag too. So, don't forget that we do give out swag for attending. And we can pretty much give out sticker and postcard to every hacker, no matter where you live. The reason is it's quite easy for us to send a sticker and a postcard in the mail. But if you are, depending on where you are, we can sometimes even send you some extra bonus swag if you do some more things, like if you attend 5 live sessions at Global Hack Week, or even some other things that we occasionally have. So here's our swags. Pretty cool, huh? I love this one. That's really cute. All right, so yeah, this is pretty much it. And don't forget about our Discord too. There's a link here to our Discord. So how are MLH links created? The backend process? Good question. We have a software engineering team, and they would probably be the best people to ask. Um, Maybe ask Ryan, I think might know, because he's very involved with that sort of stuff. If we see him on a stream, ask him. What a point are that we get by solving challenges? So asking because some were active before Global Hack Week. Yeah, so the birds of the points is to help get swag and move up on our leaderboard. So even if they're active before Global Hack Week, that's okay. Just try to complete those, and we'll count them. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for those questions, and I'm glad we went through the website, because I think it brought up a couple questions from people. So yeah, thanks for that. And we'll catch you around on the streams. I know that folks will be active throughout the day. And let me send a link to that AI Studio stream. It's really important to register for these things, check into them, so you can get reminded about them and have them on your calendar. And it also just tells us what you all are interested in, and it shows that Global Hack Week is reaching some people, so we can keep doing this. So definitely help us out by registering. Okay, thanks everyone. Really great to see you all here, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks, Quackers and Cheese. Thanks, everybody. All right, bye-bye.